Oh, there, everyone. This is your host, idjester, and we are doing a live stream of SimCity. Yes, SimCity. It's been a long, long time coming. Back in the day, it was when the beta was coming out last year, about, I don't know, it was January, February, whatever, last year, 2013, and I was really excited about it. Couldn't wait to play it. Finally got a beta key and played it and played it and played it and played it and played it. But it was beta, so you were not sure exactly what to expect. And then the release came, and the release was just not very good at all. And wow, it's been a long time, and they finally got it up, patched, and you can see here that there's some interesting news that's happening with SimCity. First thing is they are going to have an offline mode now. So you can actually play offline as opposed to having to connect to their servers. That was one of the big things that when this first came out, it was the auto connect or have to connect policy that they implemented that was just a big turnoff for a lot of people. So fortunately, they are getting rid of that now, and we should not have to worry about that. Um, Not sure exactly when that's happening, but it should be pretty soon. There it is. Offline mode is coming. I think they said it was going to happen in release 10, and right now they're in release 9, so it should be on the next release whenever that is due. I don't know, but if I do find that out, I'll let you guys know. The other big news is they are now allowing people to mod things for the game, and I've got some mods installed. In fact, the other day on my YouTube channel, I posted a video on how to the complete idiot's guide to installing mods for SimCity. So definitely, if you're going to be playing SimCity, you're going to want some of the mods out there. Definitely check out that video, the complete idiot's guide to installing mods for SimCity. So hopefully that'll help you out. So I was playing this the last couple days again, having a lot of fun and checking things out and trying different things and, well, trying to relearn everything. And so I started another region and got busy working with that. And actually today I started working on a second city. So we're actually going to take a look at this region here and show you what we got going on here. So obviously the first city we're going to is Expo Hall. That's the new city that I started working on. And it is Expo Hall for a reason, because my main goal with this city, and let me rotate the view here to my proper. So my main thought here for this view, or for this region, let me zoom out a little bit here and see if we can see it, was kind of create this tourist expo region where it's nothing but city folk, not any dirty industry or anything like that, but concentrating on expo center and tourists, and also on the casinos. Oops, wrong button there. And you can see we've got over 7,000 people in here already, so that's kind of cool. We were able to transfer a bunch of money over from our other city, which we're going to look at here in a minute. But here's our expo house, so we got that working right off the bat. You can see that, let's go into our edit here. Does it give us the information about our last event? Well, basically, we've been making money on this expo center every time. I thought it had it. Let's look and see if it's in here. So yeah, we had an event. It cost us 30,000. We made 76,560, and we started another event which cost us 15,000. And then we got a gift from the other city of 140,000 because that city is just making money hand over foot. And what I want to do is to actually put this on pause, thank you, because we have quite a situation going on, which I'll explain to you here in just a second. So we've got mostly residential. All this section is kind of residential down here. I did put in up a little industry up here at the top. Our wind direction is going kind of southeast to northwest, so kind of in this general flow there, up from the bottom towards the airplane-ish. In fact, I think we can actually look at that for you. You can kind of see, oh, the wind's changed a little bit now, but that's okay. So, so I put a little bit of industry up there, and what I'm hoping to do is put some tourist attractions in here, the expo center, some casinos, and just make our money this way. Put lots of people in this. Keep this town, or this region, whatever you want to call it. Keep it very clean, not dirty, not polluted. Make it grow really big, and do all that really cool stuff. We do have a power plant over here, and we got a water tower over here, and a wind power plant over there. Casino here, and obviously our expo center, and the rest is a police station, a firehouse, and a clinic right across the street from the police station to kind of keep all of our people under control here, especially with the casino in town. That kind of brings out a lot of bad people. So, alright, so this is kind of what we're doing with this city, and unfortunately we had the other city up and running, and we were able to make lots and lots of money with our other city, which was able to transfer a lot of funds over to this city. So let's go to our region view and let's check it out. So you can see our other city here, which is right here. This is the first one I started working on. You can see lots of other regions to work on. I think this was 11 plots, 11 different regions for cities, and then 2 special great works. There's one there, and there's one way over there in the distance. The region is called Region X, of course. Before we go out to that, let's take a look at our city here just to see. We got 359,000. You can see we're making quite a bit of money between our casino and our expo center. Now it's not 264,000 each month. This is skewed because we were just given a gift of 140,000, but we're still making a pretty good amount. We're trying to get enough money actually to get us some of this cultural buildings here. In fact, we have a couple different quests out there to either plot Big Ben or the Eiffel Tower. They would both be pretty good. We talked in the beginning a little bit about having different mods installed in this game. And you can see right here I've got a module right here, the Unisphere, which I was able to download and get installed on my version of SimCity. So now I could actually add that in if I wanted to, and that might even be not a bad choice. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure what exactly we're going to do. We're going to do some kind of touristy thing. Maybe 1 or 2 in here. I don't know the best layout we want to do with this yet. I'm not really worried about trying to grow the biggest city. I wish they would do something with these plot sizes. They're so damn small. But they, again, have been refusing to do that. But they refuse to have offline mode, too, so hopefully they'll change their mind eventually. So let's go into our other city here. This is the city that we got quite a bit of discussion to do about this city and let you guys know what's going on with this. And here it comes. Alright, let me turn my view around here so I'm at my normal view here. Alright, so basically when I chose this region first, and I thought, well, it's close to the water and yada yada yada, and this looked like a pretty good region because it has this nice plateau over here. We could do some cool things with the plateau. Oops, I have to put this on pause. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'll show you. I'll tell you why we need to have this on pause here in a second. So the first thing I did, obviously, and I would highly recommend anybody that's new to SimCity or anybody that's trying to play SimCity, is you definitely want to check the wind map out and look and see which way the wind is going. And then the next thing you want to do is check to see if you have any coal, which this region had no coal. Oh, before I do this, let me explain. So, where is it? There it is. So I was thinking, oh, what we'll do is we'll do basically what we're doing in the other city in this one. We'll have a nice expo center here. We'll put all the people up here on the um, up on the plateau. We'll build a nice little village up here. Have a little bit of industry, and then we'll make all of our money with expo centers and have lots of fun doing this. Well, after I got to this region and started analyzing it, I noticed, oh, there's no coal. Okay, then, well, okay. We have a little bit of ore up here. So, I thought, nah, not really interested. We can still make more money. There's not a lot of it. Then I went to the oil. Holy cow. We had oil everywhere. 3 big, huge black splotches of oil. It was all over the place. So, I basically changed my mind about what I was going to do with this city, and I decided, you know what? That's fine. Let's make us an oil city then, and we'll make lots of money with the old oil. So you can see I've got 3 massive oil wells going here that are just sucking up all that big, thick oil. You see I'm doing 11,000 barrels there, and this is doing 10,000, and that's doing 7,000. Once you start doing oil, obviously, then you have to put in refineries so you can start refining the oil, and then of course you need trade depots so you can get the oil out. Then of course you have to build the petroleum headquarters, and with the headquarters comes what else does it come? The trading headquarters. So I mean, there's quite a lot to it. So this city was making money like you wouldn't believe it. In fact, it had at one point earlier today, I had $950,000, almost $1 million. So I started giving that money to the other city and just letting this city sit here and just make money. And you can see it's still making quite a bit of money. It's making $161,000 every month, and even though we're losing money on our expenses, and it's still making quite a bit of money. And everything was going along great, and I was going in between the cities. And this city is actually doing all the power. We have a oil power plant, obviously an oil power plant here that is sending electricity over to our other city. Our sewage treatment plants are taking the sewage from the other city over here, so we don't need to put sewage over there. And I'm not sure if I'm doing garbage or not. I can't remember if I set up garbage in the other city. I should probably look at that when we flip back over to the other city. But it's doing sewage. It's doing electricity. It is also doing the power. And everything was going along great. And then about an hour before I decided to stop playing, no, not even that long, maybe a half an hour before that, on the ground over here came a huge monster, Tyrannosaurus Rex, whatever that thing was called, and just started walking along here, blew up all these buildings, came over here, and in this wonderful location right here, almost like I built it this way, there was an oil refinery there. Completely destroyed the oil refinery. I ended up deleting all the buildings that were damaged. He then went over here, destroyed these buildings, and he actually, if we zoom in, you can actually look at this. This is interesting. So we have this building here, the petroleum headquarters. What part of the building is this? This is the petroleum refining division. That's what it is. Now you can see it shows 0 expense per hour, which means this building is basically destroyed. And as you can see, it looks like it's been completely destroyed by the dinosaur or T-Rex or whatever that thing was that came out. In fact, he ended up coming through here. You can see these are all kind of new buildings. And then he ended up blowing up some oil wells here. taking out, eating out of the garbage dump a whole bunch of stuff, and then I think he just left, went back in the ground or whatever. I think he was going for the garbage in the garbage dump. So I ended up deleting our oil refinery. The problem we're running into right now is if we look at this building here, we can see that our oil refining division is costing us 0 expenses an hour. So you would think, okay, well, let's go ahead and let's just get out of that mode so we can see. So we'll go ahead and bulldoze. So I was bulldozing everything, and you can see according to the bulldozer man, come on, pop up. Hello. There is nothing to bulldoze. So it doesn't show that this is a bulldozable, I don't even know if that's a real word or not, but it doesn't show that this is a bulldozable thing. And if you actually click on it, you see that both this and the petroleum headquarters is blinking. So these are obviously linked together. It's sort of like these oil wells here are part of the whole oil well. So I can't just come over here and say, okay, I'm going to delete this oil well, because it'll delete the whole building and I'll have to rebuild everything from scratch. So the same thing applies to this refinery division. If I decide, okay, let's get rid of this refinery division, it's going to bulldoze both of these buildings. And this building, let me tell you, is expensive as hell. This is the petroleum headquarters. Let's look at the petroleum headquarters. The petroleum headquarters costs us... what's the trade headquarters? Where's the petroleum headquarters? Well, it's only $37,000. I guess that's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was more expensive. But he also, like I said, he destroyed our oil refinery. The oil refineries are $73,000. Plus this building here, which was the refinery, cost us, I think, like $400,000. So that little dinosaur disaster thing that came in, and basically he could have wiped out this whole side and it wouldn't have been that big a deal. But he decided to walk right across my oil fields and destroy all of my important oil, which is really kind of aggravating. So yeah, I had a whole other refinery working over here in this location. So I've kind of been in a dilemma about, do I get rid of this building, which would cost me both of these buildings basically, and I'd have to rebuild them from scratch, you know. Which isn't, I guess, that big a deal. We got quite a bit of money, but when I go to build other things, it tells me that the refinery division is not in our town. So it doesn't see that this is there. It looks like it's blown up, but I guess when you go to the bulldozer, it doesn't show anything to be bulldozed. I got rid of all this stuff. Normally it has like a yellow or a red blinky thing. In fact, if we even take it off of pause here, let's go back to, whoops. You can see that when I do that, none of the other locations are blinking or anything to show that it needs to be removed. So, yikes. So, yeah, so you can see our main thing here in our city, and this is kind of interesting. I just started upgrading some of these streets from medium density to high density. You can see we're starting to get some more big high-rises in here. In fact, this was the very first high-rise building in our city, except for our petroleum headquarters and our trade network. Everything else was just lower level. And then I upgraded some of these streets over here. You can see we're starting to get some high rises in here. That's pretty good. We're getting almost 50,000 people. So, alright, well, let's get to it. And yeah, this will be fun because we get to basically redo everything from scratch for you. So, yep. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurt. Oh my gosh, that hurt. That hurt. Alright, so now we can put another one of these guys down. And you notice it's just a little building. And fortunately for us, it upgraded automatically. Well, that was good. Now we can click on it, and we can then put in the refining division. Now, I wonder if we can even find a better spot than this right here, because what I'd like to do is get another one of these oil refineries going right here, but I guess I need the space. Let's go in and unzone all this right here for now, and bulldoze all this stuff that's in our way. Good. Let's go ahead and, oh, what happened? Bulldoze it. Get rid of it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So what I'm thinking, I didn't realize the oil refinery took up so much space. So what I might do is put the oil refinery here and let it grow into this whole space, which means I need to then delete that road out of there. Now hopefully, let's see if we can put a refinery in there, because it is a curved road, which could be a problem. That's an oil well. Oil refinery is not allowed in until we have a headquarters, petroleum headquarters. So we have to wait until the petroleum headquarters gets hired. So we'll go ahead and start the process here. Kind of slow here in the beginning. We'll speed it up to medium. I always play on either slow or medium. I don't like playing on super fast. There's no need to play on super fast. If you need money that bad, then, you know, whatever. What are these people doing over here? There's a lot of people there. Alright, so the other thing I ended up building, and I haven't quite figured this thing out yet, let me put it on pause again, is this thing here, the trade depot. And so this is supposed to give us extra good amount of delivery on our exporting of oil and such, and freight. But you notice I added some freight warehouses. Finally figured out how to get the crude oil storage, so finally got that input. But I got 3 of these for whatever reason. But anyways, so then one of the things that comes with this is this little building here, the freight rail terminal. And I wasn't sure if that had to, I had to be connected to a railroad, or you can build a railroad into it, but I wasn't sure it wasn't doing anything, so I built this funky road because, you know, when I was trying to design this city, I was doing different designs and stuff. So I built this funky road, which I'm not sure I 100% need, but it is finally, if we go to that, thank you, you can see that oh, it's actually getting up to 3 trains a day. It's been at 1 train a day for the longest time, but now it's up to 3 trains per day, so that is pretty cool. Alright, so we have got us a major mess here. This city, basically, once I started building the oil and cultivating the oil, I just decided I wasn't going to worry about the population and trying to make the city look all pretty and everything. I was just going to go nuts. But then, you know, there were certain areas that was like, oh, let's try something different. So I built this little bridge here, going up the ramp there, which was kind of cool. And then over here, on this far edge over here, I was like, oh, let's try and go in, make like a little tunnel. So I made like this little tunnel entrance that goes in and around and up and down and up around again. That was kind of cool. So, and then I made this bridge, this overpass here. The problem is when you start doing all these things just to make it look cool and have all these cool additions, is the problem, you lose all that space for buildings and putting structures down, residents and everything else. And why are these people building here? I told them not to build. Yep, I guess I didn't tell them not to build there. Go away, go away, go away. And you, guess what? You lost your house. Sorry, Charlie. One more thing. I see one more. No. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Okay, gosh. I'm going to need this big area to put another oil refinery in. But, like I was saying, As you can see, we are making a boatload of money. Crude oil, 12,924. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them so far today. This expense here, this 500 expenses, we have the silly old, what's his face, the Maxis Manor, which is like this cop you send around, and he'll patrol, try to save people, rescue them, do whatever, and he earns some renown points for himself, and then if he earns a certain amount, you can do some stuff with them, and I don't know. So whatever, I was making some money off of them. All right, so back to what I was doing now. Before we got interrupted, what was I doing? I was going not to this. I was going to this. Let's go back to our refining. Oh yes, so we still need an oil refining division, which was wiped out by our stupid dinosaur. See, this is where you start running into problems. I've got nowhere to freaking put this thing. Nowhere other than destroying like massive amounts of houses and everything else. That's not cool. There's only like 3 places in the whole map it snaps to. I could do that. That would wipe out the whole block. But if I do it there, then at least I keep some of the residents. I don't want to put it back here because I need this room, I bet. It would look pretty cool, like right here, next to our petroleum headquarters, but it's too steep over there for whatever reason. Wonder if I could try to put it up here. Alright, now we gotta let time pass for a little bit. Yes, so we need, let's go back to our drillers. Here they are, refinery. Alright, so yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. We still have enough room for our refinery and all our upgrades. So that's, I guess that'll work. So those of you who joined us late here, nope, not enough simoleons. Wow. Really, how much does this thing cost? 73,000. Okay, well that'll only take us a little bit to get that much. Well, it used to take us that little bit to get that much, but our finances has gone way down because we only have 1 oil refinery working for 3 oil factories. Can we upgrade this again yet? No. Okay. So at one point, you can see down at the bottom here, it has a progress towards the next upgrade. And you can see our progress is 397,529. Have at least 50,000 residents. Alright, so we got 50,000. Cool. At one point, I was up to 586,000. Before we had our stupid disaster with the crazy, insane monster from hell. Yeah. Great. Alright, so you can see we're getting pretty good amount of money here, so that's not bad. And in fact, if we look at the rest of our city, we actually, if we look at our power, we got plenty of power, and even though we're exporting it to our other city, so we got plenty of power, plenty of water, we got plenty of sewage. We have plenty of waste disposal. We're picking up all the trash. We only had 1 building burned down, so we got pretty good fire coverage. Our health, we had 0 deaths, so our health coverage is excellent. Our police department, there's 0 crimes committed. So, I mean, city-wise, our city is in really good shape. And that's because, well, I overspend and, you know, when I put down, like, one of these sewage treatment plants, I like put down all the upgrades and stuff. So And now that I upgraded the streets, you can see we're starting to get some nice looking buildings coming in. Whoops, there we go. Let's check out our... Starting to come along there, huh? What do you think? Not bad for an oil city, huh? Looks like Dallas, Texas. Oh, there's our Maxis Manor. So this is up on our plateau, looking down at our... So if we were, let's pretend we're in one of these high rises, like right. We'll pretend we're up in the penthouse suite here of this building right here. Let's see if we can zoom in there and. Okay, we're up in this penthouse here, looking down at our oil wells going to town. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, great, great. Oh, look, we got enough money for our oil refinery already. Unfortunately, we don't have enough for all the upgrades and everything, but we might as well get busy. Where is it? Oil refinery. Alright, so what we want to do is find a spot where we can get all the upgrades in. Whoa! Damn it! Stupid finger got crazy there. Alright, so we have... Let's see, I'm trying to remember. This is the bigger of the two, isn't it? Yes, okay. So we'll put that in the back. Oop, in the back, yes. Oh, not enough simoleons. Right. Of course. I might have to borrow some... you know, we could do that. Let's make... we'll take out 2 bonds. Oops. Okay. Plus, we just got a bunch of money in from our sales, so... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is... Plastic polymizer. Okay, so we put that in. Now we got the put the fuel in, and we got to add in some trucks. Add in maximum amount of trucks, and of course, put a sign in, even though it costs us 200 bucks. All right, so that will hopefully. Yes, you're waiting on oil, I know. Hire your people, you'll be alright. Alright folks, I am going to, I'm recording this for my YouTube channel as well, so I'm going to bring that recording to a close. But this is from a live stream that we're doing on SimCity. Oh, what are they unhappy about? Alright, so I'll bring that recording to a close. Thanks for watching.